Alright, time for a Karthus game. I will be playing against an Udyr here, which is okay matchup wise, really. For the most part, I should be able to like use my wall slow reasonably effectively. He's not going for the complete one-shot build, and Udyr is going for the more tanky variant. So that does make things a little bit better for me, because if you're going for the one-shot build, he just walks at me and I insta-die, which is definitely not ideal. This way, at least, I have like a reasonable fighting chance, you know. Karthus in the preseason, very good champion. This champ has a lot of clear speed, a lot of like overall tempo, of course. So you have a lot of room to do a bunch of stuff now in the early game as well. Try to Q auto as much as you can. It's like the best clear speed you can get. I'm starting on bot side here because I think my best chance for ganks will be on top. Since I think Teemo should have the advantage when it comes to like the play. On top side, he should be pushing in my Alawi, and I don't think I'm going to get bot ganks off necessarily. Misfortune is a very dominant laner, so I think there's going to be no option for that there. So that's why I'm starting on bot side here. If you're starting on bot side, you're going to be a bit slower, of course, because you don't have a blue buff. But I think it's the move here because of that. Okay, well, Teemo already got a kill. If you're starting on red, though, you do have to make sure that you be a little bit more careful with your mana. Because you have to keep in mind that you can't hold up your E because you have less sustainable mana from blue buff. So that is a thing. But yeah, for the most part, on these camps, try to hold up your mana or your E until the small ones are dead. And then don't use your E anymore. There you go. Just get the full clear in. Obviously, red side's clear is a bit slower, but it'll be fine. Q auto, Q auto, as much as you can. Teemo's currently nowhere to be seen. A pretty decent clear, honestly. Obviously, blue side is much faster because you have more mana to play with your E. But that's fine. I don't actually have any ganks now because the Alawi died early on to the Teemo. So it's a little unfortunate for me there, but just gonna quickly scout this. We see the Udyr here. Oh god. There is no... Dude. Okay, well, I mean... Finish off this guy first, and then hopefully we can fight the Udyr together. Also, another thing, 65% of people watching my videos aren't actually subscribed. If you are one of those people, consider subscribing, checking if you're subscribed, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. I mean, it is a 1-for-1 trade. That's the best I can probably get out of that. The wave is going to be terrible for her now. The flash he got on me with the stun there, it is what it is, really. Kind of sucks, but... I can use my futures market here to actually buy my Dark Seal as well as my Lost Chapter, so I'm not unhappy about it or anything. It is just kind of unfortunate. My Alawi didn't respect the fact that the Udyr was initially walking into her, so she could have kited that probably slightly back or even collapsed on the Udyr here. But I was at least able to clean it up, which is kind of good, I suppose. And my back is really good now, obviously, because I'm not going to be unhappy about this Lost Chapter recall. Very good mana sustain with it, you know. Ideally on the first back, if you can get it, always get the Lost Chapter. It's really good. If you don't have the money for it, like buying a Dark Seal as well, like somewhere in between, you know, is great if you can't afford the Lost Chapter in one go. But generally with Futures Market, if you're running this rune page, it's going to be fairly doable for the most part. I do want that dragon, but I feel like this... I mean, the Udyr could just go for it right now if he wanted to. I'm just going to finish this clear first. I might just look for the insta recall and then go for the dragon, potentially, but we'll see. Get that down. Oh, God. Okay, well, I mean... That's a problem situation, isn't it? I can't do anything about this, to be honest. He's just going to get that. Yone rotation very quick. Level 6 is reached. I'm just gonna walk the dragon right now. I think the Udyr is probably going to clear some of his topside camps, so we should be able to just do this. I think he just got both scuttles though, but I guess that's fine. I create some tempo with my jungle camps, which is decent. I could look for mid here, actually. This looks pretty good. Wave's pretty big. I would understand why he doesn't want to fight it. But then again, I think he could have potentially just all in that. Dude, my Z is like not willing to rotate whatsoever for this. That's unfortunate. Let's walk over this way. They should be very free, actually. They made a mistake here. Just need to get a Q on him. I think that kills unless he has a shield. I'm just gonna gamble for it. Otherwise, I'll help my top laner anyway. Didn't kill. That's unfortunate. But, I mean, it's fine. Like, not killing there is okay. We still won the fight entirely. I still get an assist on top lane for it. So I'm not unhappy about it or anything. You need to help me if you want to get help me. The only way I get this dragon is if Misfortune helps me, otherwise I don't. Might already be too late with the way she just acted towards the turret. I can't use my E here because that would cost me too much mana. Use that for vision. We need to be quick about this one. Okay, should be okay here. We're looking good. Yep, nice. Without the Misfortune, I never would be able to do that, by the way. I'm just gonna use a couple Qs over the wall to try and save him. I'm just gonna give him most of the farm, or every single bit of the farm, and don't worry about it too much. My entire jungle is up, but top scuttle is up as well. Just scout here real quick. There is a red buff that I would like to take if possible. This might be a little bit greedy, but I think the Udyr is not going to be here because he was kind of low earlier. So being able to take his red would be quite good. Like, we got him quite low, so that's why I'm doing this. I'm also scouting for it. Oh, come on, don't... That's so much XP, please. Thank you. I wanted to play red into scuttle there, and if he takes it from me, that just kind of cost me a ton of XP, which would be just sad. Okay, so we're looking very strong this game right now. Getting good tempo. I should probably look for the Teemo here, because I think I'm going to have a good chance because he's walking up, and I don't think it would be warded right now. There it is. Put the wall on his ass. Nice. Not bad. It was just a situation there where he was going to walk up for it. And because he was going to walk up and the situation was he didn't really walk up before. He's probably going for my red buff in this situation, I would imagine. Yeah, I probably should do the Herald. That's actually a good shout. With him going for my bot side cams, definitely just trade for Herald here. Use this later on. Need to look for a recall soon as well. I'm gonna use my E and hold it on for a while because, well, I have blue buff, right? So nothing to really worry about. Take this. Doesn't have my red buff yet. Don't have a reason to use my ultimate there, I don't think. Because they died for the most part. Pretty sure he's doing my red buff. I'm pretty sure Zed should be checking that. He wasn't doing my red buff. Very interesting. Technically, if Zed wants the red buff, he could have taken it, but... I'm just gonna make sure I get this clear done, and then I'll reset. Yeah. I'm the only AP in this game. On my team side, at least. So, I do have that going for me. Makes it quite strong. Okay, good. Creating great tempo here. I'm currently almost double the farm of the Udyr, so that's great. Okay, so in this game, apart from Udyr, they're very squishy. So we're gonna go for the... Can I afford this? That's gonna be a long time. I won't take it then. Okay, so there are two mythic options Karthus can buy. It is either Ludens or Liandry's. You want to build Liandry's into the tanky teams. Now, against this team, they're very squishy apart from this guy. If, let's say, Teemo would have been, I don't know, like something tanky or something a bruiser, I would have gone Liandry's instead of Ludens. But because the Teemo is very squishy, I'm actually just going to go for Ludens. Because it's just way easier. They're just way squishier, right? Look at all these damn shrooms, my guy. I like you too, Teemo. God damn it. I mean, it was risky for me to walk in there without a sweeping trinket possibility. But, you know. I'm hoping that I have my ultimate in case that is required. I don't think that kills. I think he's just a little bit too high on HP. Okay, that definitely kills. I'll ult for this, for sure. This is also going to give me the kill on this guy, probably. Or at least an assist. Yeah, there we go. Well, I think Soraka is dead, but... Yone is dead. I got the assist on that. Big. I mean, Misfortune most likely dies here, but... Oh, maybe not. Huge, actually. Very good. Karthus ult had a massive impact on that one. I'm quickly gonna go get this dragon. So we just got the Udyr. We have 11 out of 15 KP. That's good. I can probably afford to hold my Eon for a little bit. Clear speed on this dragon. I mean, I technically could have, yes, but... Go back and get the Magi's. If we're going for Ludens, always the second item is going to be the Shadow Flame. It's just an insanely good item on Karthus. I'm gonna use this Herald on top lane here. There we go. Put the Herald down. I mean, I still had more time on it, but this way I can get the Herald to just walk in there already. I suppose my mistake, actually, maybe just using it bot lane would have been better, because like I didn't look at the timing for the turret plates as much. Because I'm probably not going to get it on top lane now, because it's just going to time out. Ooh. That is a Yone. I don't think this is going to necessarily work for them, right? Oh, maybe it was actually going to work for them. Jesus Christ. That rotation there from the three of them to top lane, like, holy. Okay. I mean, fair enough on the rotation, I suppose. I don't have any mana anymore right now. I thought it was going to be slightly better. We did get the bounce, I suppose. Was that a bounce, actually, or did they kill it? I didn't expect them all to rotate up there. Get this ult down. That's not going to kill him, is it? Okay, I did kill him, luckily. Holy moly, I was about to say. 94 gold. Okay, that Rift Herald may have been a little optimistic. That rotation there was big for the enemy team. My Zed wasn't there, so I guess, but... I just wanted to get the first turret on top lane as like a main priority, but I definitely should have used the Herald on bot for turret plates. I just didn't look at the timing of the game. I didn't look at like the 14 minutes, like... I should have used it for turret plates, basically, is what I'm saying. Because that would have been way more money. Just make sure I keep my rotation going here. As soon as I pick up the Gust Walker thing, my speed for the jungle is going to go up massively. Definitely going to go for that Herald after this reset here. Let's take a recall. We go for the Shadow Flame next. I'll buy the large rod. AP is better than that thing. Buy one of these. Do have all my Ultimate Hunter stacks. That's great. Oof, that's some damage from Misfortune. Oh, she is quite fat, actually. I'm gonna go for this Rift Herald right now. I can use the Rift Herald to take this turret at least. That would be quite good. I'm gonna have to rotate for this one real quick. Dude, is my Z going to do anything? I feel like that guy should have been dead like 15 years ago. That's a little bit unfortunate. Okay, now I'm gonna have to be careful here. I don't know, man. I feel like my Z just kind of trolled it there. Walk out of the fight. Oh, okay, I'm gonna die. That is my bad. I was too optimistic with my fight position there. The Teemo actually just ran me down. I don't know. In that situation, I feel a little bit like, I don't know. I feel like the Twitch should have just died. I took a lot of damage from Twitch for no reason. If the Z would have just jumped on him, I think he should have just been dead. But yeah. In the end here, obviously, I just took a bad position to ult. So that's my bad for sure. If I would have just stepped back to like the turret here and wait and delayed myself a little bit, I could have gotten a much better ult off. But I definitely took a lot of damage that I don't think should have been necessary. I feel like the Twitch should have just been dead real quick. I still have my 10 Magi stacks, I guess, so it's not too bad. But I definitely lost some money on that one. Yeah, I gave Teemo almost 1,000 gold shutdown because I took a bad position to ult. That's not good. Okay. Try to pick these up real quick. This should be good damage, yeah, I was about to say. Off the guy with a bunch of Qs beforehand. I would like the Z not to walk the bot side here, that would be quite bad. Can't use my E anymore because that would be bad for me mana-wise, so I do have to respect that. Go bot for Dragon because I want to get that. Udyr is still dead. Pick that up. Could have maybe used Herald on mid there, but definitely take Dragon as a priority here. Don't use my E. His fortune somehow, for some reason, recalled there, which is not too good. Because it's going to cost us this... There has a chance to cost us this Dragon. It probably won't, but still. We're taking a recall right before the objective like that is not something I would necessarily recommend you to do. Hopefully I can get this blue. That would be quite nice for me. Good. I think that kills. Doesn't have stopwatch, so that probably kills. It's also gonna win us this fight really quickly. Good. Use all the movement speed I get from walking into bushes and stuff to catch up to that fight really quickly, which is nice. My 25 Magi stacks again, this is good. The bounce on this, put the wall behind the man. Quite fast. Try to poke him with some Qs. I think he thinks he's out of vision or something. Pretty good damage. I don't have ult up right now, so I can't kill, but that is aggressive, and I'm not going to be able to follow him. He gets a double kill out of it, I guess that's fine. Check all of his camps right now, see whatever I can take. I want to make sure I deny him as much as possible. And with the Gust Walker that I have, I can do this really fast because of the mobility that I have. Teemo's room is annoying. Okay, walk towards my jungle. I have a lot of money right now. Shadow Flame would be 700, and then the death cap is 36 on top of that. I don't think I can farm all that out right now. I mean, it would be nice, but... Make sure I hold my tempo right now. I'm just gonna get through my camps as quickly as possible. Look at all this movement speed, man. It's so quick to rotate like this. Good. And the question is, do I want to pick up the Shadow Flame or do I just go Death Cap? Because I technically can afford the Death Cap and buy the large Herald back. I think that makes more sense here, honestly. Normally I'd get the Shadow Flame here every single time, but I have a 25 stack Magi's alongside this, so I feel like this is just smarter. It's gonna up my AP a much more, and that, I mean, I don't really need the magic penetration at the moment. I'm still gonna get it, don't get me wrong, but I'm just gonna ult that. That's a double kill for sure. Yep. Fine. Double kill with great damage. Got some good extra gold out of the first strike there as well. Let's walk up here. Pretty sure he's dead. Yeah, he is. And I get the assist on that. Huge. Oh boy. Got the assist because I placed the wall. That's good. Got the move speed from this. I should be able to just Q him twice and he's dead. Alright, or he just flashes over the wall. I don't feel like flashing after that. It's worth it. I'm not going to do it. Because having my flash to survive a fight's probably worth a lot more. For the most part. We should definitely go for a Baron. I don't feel like wasting my flash in that situation, you know. Kind of a bit of poke damage on him there. Why not clear this wave? Close in on 16 as quick as I can. Keep taking his camps right now as well to make sure he never gets to farm anything anymore. Sweeping trinket. There's a ward here. He's gonna walk up. I got him. Not bad. To be a bit careful that I don't get engaged on by Udyr. He doesn't have the potential to one-shot me, actually. I should be fine. Let's do this. Get some money. Let's take a Baron here. We're just keeping up tempo as much as possible. I'm gonna look to hit level 16 here as well, and then take the dragon afterwards. Turn my E off, because it's gonna cost me too much mana. Take this, beautiful stuff, and I'm just gonna take the recall actually. There's no blue up that I will be able to take on this side. We're picking up the Shadow Flame, and then I'm gonna go for Zhonya's. I'm buy a blue bolt here, should be fine. I don't need a Void Staff against this team because they're not tanky. So if you're like generally, if you're gonna go for Liandry's, then Void Staff will become a must buy for the most part. But if you're not going Liandry's, if you're going Ludens, then Void Staff pretty much never gets bought unless it's like transitioning into the very late game, and then you can even consider switching your Ludens for a Liandry still if you want. That would be an option. Don't have Smite, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Like I just built here, honestly. Udyr should die, this guy should die. Good. Got him low enough. I have my blue buff now, which is great. Walk into the bunch of bushes here with a sweeping trinket on, so I don't walk into a Timus room. Alright. I don't want to walk into the other's room there. That is cleared. Good. Go for the top one. That's some good damage. Want to Q is half his HP bar. I'm gonna run from that one. I don't want to get hit by anything there. Throw aggro once for me. Okay. Not bad. That is it for Karthus. Again, finish him at Jais here. I could technically sell my boots for something if I want to, like maybe a Rylai's if they would dive me, but it's all good. Anyway, yeah, that's it for Karthus. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure to like button below. Also quite a bit. If you'd like to see more videos in the future, hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Alright, so for the endgame stats here as well, I ended up doing 44.8k damage, which is very, very solid. At least double the rest of the team. I mean, I guess apart from Zed, but it's close enough. Not bad. True damage at 2200, pretty good. Damage to objectives at 60k. This is just like the Dragon Control, the Rift Herald, all that type of stuff. Very solid there. You want to try to keep this high as a jungler for most part. Like, you always want to have this as a very high stat for yourself. Otherwise, you're really doing something wrong, because at that point, you're probably not taking dragons when you should, or potentially Rift Heralds when you should. So this is a stat that should be high every time for a jungler, basically. Damage taken at 26.6. Actually, the most. Very interesting. We have self-mitigated damage, which is probably nothing. 12.2. Gold earned at 17.1, which is by far the most. And then for the runes, First Strike dealt 1600 damage and gave me 1100 gold, which is really good. Obviously, you can also go for like a Dark Harvest page, which is fine. It's easier to play with, because First Strike does require you to like make sure you initiate fights and make sure you use this to the fullest potential. So that would be an option. Futures Market, only one use. I mean, started to get a lot of gold at some point, so I didn't really have many uses out of it, but like even one use for like an early game Dark Seal, for example, or just securing yourself an early game Lost Chapter. It's all really like good. There's not really a viable replacement for Futures Market if you're going for a First Strike page. If you're not going for a First Strike page, you're never going to get Futures Market anyway, because the other page with Dark Harvest would require you to go for like Presence of Mind, Last Stand would be a better bet there. And Cosmic Insight, Ultimate Hunter for some CDR, and Eyeball Collection for some extra bonuses. And that is about all. Yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.